Hey everybody, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Let's finally see what the Navis Nobilite delegation wants from us. What about the meeting with navigators of House Orselio? Allow me to report the esteemed navigators have taken residence in the guest estate and they're waiting for a meeting. Okay. Make arrangements. I don't think I want to do that. A meeting with the navigators is just a formality, no need for any extravagant receptions. Understood, would you like to hold this meeting shortly? Yes, Cassia and I are ready for the talks. Yep. Oh, we're like... Oh. Are we fighting here? Will they want to take Cassia by force or something? Oh wow, that's cool. Are they all navigators? I don't think these guys are. These ones maybe? Regent Aronto Orselio, esteemed delegation, the Rogue Trader and the Von Valancius Protectorate welcome you. Come this way, please. That's Clemencia. Okay. The esteemed representatives of the Navis Nobility have arrived at the Rogue Trader's court, the Regent of the Great House Orselio, Aronto Orselio. Yes, we heard about him. His companions, Lady Glyceria, Navigator, his intended bride, Alexandrina, Elena Hateria, Danax. So that's the Regent. A tall, wizened old man proudly stares at you with milky, unblinking eyes. We hope the Von Valancius Protectorate finds its bearings soon and you astound us with functions every bit as grand as those of your peers. You did not see fit to prepare for the arrival of the Orselio delegation, yeah? And yet this is not why we're here. Our grace is obliged to note how much the Rogue Trader has done for House Orselio by protecting its beloved child. We waited for many turns to behold her radiant visage. Come now, child, there is much we need to discuss. Cassia steps forward but then stops and looks at you. Okay, I mean, let's let her decide what she wants to do. I don't think we're gonna lose her, right? Surely not. Not wordlessly. Esteemed Regent, it pleases me to see the gleaming sheen of gold and turquoise above your brow. It is thanks to the efforts of the Rogue Trader that I stand here today, and there is so much I want to tell you. But what is it you desire to hear most? We know what happened at the station, child. Your connection to the Atlas has grown so strong. We felt the turmoil in your soul, and the events that transpired have shaken us. House Orselio is deeply saddened by the passing of Theobald thrice pioneer Orselio. You killed both of the keepers, yeah. And at the hand of the Rogue Trader, no less. It is regrettable that the holder of a sacred warrant chose to deprive the Imperium of one navigator's eye. Now come, child, it is time we departed for your new home, so that we may finish what we started. Esteemed Regent, perhaps I could continue my education while still accompanying the Rogue Trader on his travels? Just imagine how much I could learn beyond the bounds of... Cassia notices the Regent's furious glare and falls short. Cassia, I would be honored if you decided to stay. Unthinkable! Wait, end dialogue? Oh shit! Wait!
Don't shoot! House Orselio was not involved in the attack!
Oh. Wait, what?
Down with Tisiphone's tyranny! Kill the god!
Oh. Holy!
Cry, flee, pray. You
Who is
cannot
Tisiphone?
alter your fate.
None of you shall
Oh yeah, by the
survive.
way, I respect Kibella and Idira, so not many changes here. I just gave Kibella Drukhari weapon proficiency, so now we have Drukhari weapons. And Idira, I also made an overseer instead of a bounty hunter, just to see how this plays, right, with the Cyber Raven. So the only change we have for here really is this relaying thing. Whenever the Overseer uses non-attacking single target psychic powers on the Cyber Raven, they're immediately applied to all relevant targets in a 4-cell radius around it. So basically we can just like cast all of our buffs on the Raven itself, and then it's gonna AoE apply it to everyone else around it, instead of like a single target only. And it also gives us like minus AP reduction when we cast like these abilities. So it's not really something amazing, I would say, it's just something different. But what do we have here? Okay, so she's the problem. Lady Navigator Elena. She's a traitor. Conversion field. Okay, that's useless. Yeah, I don't think we care about any of this. Navis bodyguard. So the Regent wasn't involved in this, and Cassia has a wound, but that's pretty much it. Okay. I mean, how hard can this be, right? You know what I wanna see? If the sanctified stuff is actually changed. I'm really curious. Well, actually we can't really target them from here, right? So I think we're gonna go over here as fast as we can. Kibella can go like here, it's fine. Pascal, Absalom. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Pascal I really wanna replace. He's pretty much like turbo useless. Doesn't do anything at all. But it's okay. Let me do this over here maybe. And then we'll also do this so we don't fall prone or anything.
Advancing.
That's fine. Does this... Yeah, can we do this? Move everyone here? Oh. All allies within the range of 10 cells gain the ability to move to that area. So, is it that on their turn maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
I shall not fear.
Well, actually, I think maybe just go here instead. Okay, so I think we'll do this.
Not a problem for me.
Buff Marace. Give him voice of command.
If I may.
And then we'll go back to Absalom, do Air of Authority, and maybe Hammer. Although Hammer is only for the next attack, right? Yeah, it's pretty useless. I guess let's do
Already
this
done.
one. Although I don't think we're gonna take damage here, right? No way. Okay, that sucks. I have to move closer. Really? You couldn't target her? Ah. Okay, let's do this.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered
Oh no,
around.
I missed her? Are you serious? Okay, never mind. Let's go here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Purpose guides me. High momentum.
We have the heroic act. So, is this changed? Oh, there is a cooldown now. Really? So we can't just spam it? Wait, are you... Is that true? Ah, okay, interesting. Interesting. That is very interesting. So I guess I can just move there now? Yeah, that's really cool. We're gonna chill. But you know what? I wanna see like how powerful we are even without this. Like, let's find out here. These guys have not a lot of HP, but like, I don't know.
I will triumph.
Let's pretend we don't have that.
One step closer. Purpose guides me.
So we would do like ignite on this guy maybe.
I need no guidance.
And we're still doing like a lot of damage though. Holy. Yeah. Like, look at this shit. If I do this as well... Actually, what if I do... Nah, I'm gonna do... Actually, let me do this. It's gonna one-shot everyone, man. Like, we don't even need this. Actually insane. So let me see, does this actually have a cooldown now? So we can't just spam it? Like I do this, for example. No, I can still do it. What? By the way, 324 temporary HP.
I will triumph.
That's really weird. Doesn't seem to have a cooldown. Huh. A gloomy premonition clouds the mind? What? Oh, is that the Regent? No, that's us. Listen to Elena or Celio. Huh. We didn't get to try this. Wait, so she didn't die? Ah, I thought we killed her.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Mercy! The Lady Navigator covers her face with her disfigured, scaly hands. Rogue Trader, whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harboring a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me, and I, Elena Hateria or Celio, will swear to tell you the whole truth about the madness that is devouring House Celio like a malignant tumor. Do not let the Regent deceive you with honeyed lies, lest the cursed child ruin your protectorate as well. I will hear you. Thank you for your lenience. The unnaturally bulbous... Put the navigators on trial. The unnaturally bulbous eyes of the navigator constantly shift between you and Cassia. Black secretions run down her cheeks instead of tears, leaving unsightly streaks. I, Elena Hateria of House Celio, swear to tell the Rogue Trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Execute them? Okay, what do you have to say in your defense? I do not know what it is you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. A long time ago, Tisiphone ascended to the throne of Celio. She was a daring novator who brought part of the house to the Expanse, hoping to strengthen her position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Tisiphone was never satisfied. She went mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, and she saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Paranoia was slowly driving Tisiphone insane, and one day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth, a noose around our necks, our gift and our damnation. Tisiphone used the Atlas to control us, subdue our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed them with a glance. At first, many branches of House Celio tried to resist her tyranny, and Tisiphone cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Setala branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth about its creation. Okay, but what does that have to do with Lady Cassia? Tisiphone passed her Atlas on to her successor before fleeing the house to a newborn child. We could not surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. Tisiphone was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched the entire plan beforehand, her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. We feared that one day she would be reborn in Cassia's body, and we could not let that happen. You called Cassia a monster because of Tisiphone's Atlas? I mean, yeah, he just said so. Largely yes, but there is more. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust while standing close to her? Or perhaps fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, even more so than Tisiphone herself did? What else is she guilty of? Tisiphone. Tisiphone's madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago the Novator vanished. Indeed, her loyal followers lie when they say she chose to retire. The truth is that nobody knows the truth. I hope she's rotting away on one of her secret worlds. Why didn't you attack before? Why now? I mean, I guess that's the opportunity she found. Tisiphone always had plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying for her followers. We saved our strength and dealt the first blow 5 years after the heir was born, striding at one of the estates on Ir TV. But the girl survived, and Regent Toronto hid her so far away and guarded so thoroughly it took us another 13 years to find her. And then another 2 to get into the Regent's good graces and reach Urak 5. Now Cassia is in the spotlight and the House Council is about to put her on the throne. Surely there is no better time to cut off the serpent's head. So you admit Regent Toronto was not aware of the assassination attempt? Regent Toronto is guilty of mass killings, intimidation, inhuman torture, abetting Tisiphone and raising her heir. His crimes are many, but this is not one among them. I'd love to see his head on the chopping block, but honor prohibits me from slandering him in a trial before the rogue trader. Okay, so... The rogue trader now knows about the Regent's atrocities and the girl's corruption. I hope I succeeded in warning you about the danger that lurks within Cassia or Celio. Huh. Wait, so... That's it? Get the House or Celio delegation out of my palace and off my world? Execute them? Regent Toronto, representatives of your house made an attempt on Lady Cassia's life and attacked the Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader, House of Celio humbly asks for your lenience and forgiveness. We could not imagine these vile rats could be scaring among our ranks. As for them sneaking into the Rogue Trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor be our witness, the accursed renegades seek to spark a feud between our houses. Be that as it may, you are responsible for the actions of your people. Okay, but I don't wanna, like, kill Elena. I believe you, and yet this is now the second attempt that has been made on Cassia's life. I need answers. Come now, Regent, you proved your innocence. Let's do that. We are ready to tell you everything we know so that this misunderstanding can be remedied as quickly as possible. What do you know about Cassia's unbridled power? A special gift for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. The instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, the powers cannot take hold of her mind. What about the renegades? They are madmen who seek to destroy the centuries-old traditions of our great house, so carefully nurtured by the previous Novator Tisiphone or Celio. They deem the century of her rule a tyranny and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. If the Atlas were to be destroyed, the whole of House or Celio would follow it into oblivion. Okay, so I guess he knows about the Atlas and agrees with it. Lady Cassia, you two are an injured party in this. What would you do in my place? Do I do that? Sure. If I may speak, so many dirty colors have poured from the mouths of those present that I feel covered in filth from head to toe. I, as the future Novator, I want to bleach them, purify them and let them go. Heed me, I am the one to blame for what happened today, and I accept full responsibility for the actions of my house. Vile wretch, who do you think you are? Will you now start killing those who have displeased you, as Tisiphone did before you? The fury on Elena's face gave way to desperation once she realizes what she just said. She slowly reaches for the Atlas embedded in her chest, looking at Cassia with obvious fear. Hear us, child. This burden is too heavy for you to shoulder alone. You are not yet ready. I implore you. To settle this conflict, I offer the Rogue Trader a 100-year contract with House or Celio, committing us to charting the shortest and safest routes for the Von Valancius Protectorate within the Koronus Expanse. I will also remain aboard the Rogue Trader's vessel and assist him until he decides otherwise, or until duty to the House summons me to the Novator's seat. What are you gonna do to Lady Elena? The esteemed Regent will put Lady Elena and her people in honor of our family gauls. She's a House or Celio navigator after all. There is no need for our precious blood to be spilled. Lady Elena stares at Cassia incredulously with bulging eyes but remains silent. Her hand restlessly caresses the spot where her Atlas is embedded. Lady Cassia, who told you that you were needed aboard my ship? I accept your offer, sure. Thank you, Rogue Trader. So be it, we failed to notice that our child had grown up and become strong. You may stay with the Rogue Trader until the house summons you. His influence is anomalous, but it has served to bring out Blessed Tisiphoni's most precious talent, the talent of leadership. Rogue Trader, we are now bound by the terms of the contract. Your representatives may contact House Orselio at any time, and we will respond. And one more thing, protect the child like the apple of your eye. Remember that you have the future Novator of a Navis nobility house aboard your vessel. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. Put the navigators on trial. So I guess that's done. Huh. Okay. Oh, talk to Cassia. Wait, so where is she though? Do I have to go back to the ship for that? And then come back here and do the ceremony? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's go do that really quick.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cage. And I was deaf to the needs of my own house. But you opened my eyes. As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orselio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
Okay, so nothing new here.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
Oh my god, asking her what gift would please Jay? Why do I care about this? It's time we close the chapter on our cooperation. Is this... This is companion stuff, right? Not romance. You did not mention the Starway Atlas when we met.
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider. But you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
So the Atlas is some kind of crystal that is implanted in the navigators of House Orselio at birth?
But my atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas's powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality... I am beginning to wonder. What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
You said you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean I'm someone to you?
I didn't. I only meant that... I am at ease in your company.
Your heart stutters, a searing heat envelops your shoulders, throat and chest, and your brain grows foggy. The by now familiar influence of Cassia's powers is intoxicating your mind more than usual. Cassia looks away, a subtle blush blooming on her pale cheeks. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
What does your special sight reveal?
The colorful shards of stained glass have risen up and enveloped Magos Haneman in a swirl of speculations. The silvery glint of metal no longer conceals his anxiety, nor does his scarlet robe conceal his doubts. The canvas of Kibella's soul has become a battlefield. I see sparks of acid green doubt giving rise to new shades of regret, pride, and cruelty. They are ruining her former palette of anthracite and scarlet, mixing into ever more murky and frightening colors. I have enjoyed your...
Let me go back to Jay really quick. Do we still have a relationship? Like, I hope not. Didn't I end it last time?
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again, Shireen. Have you decided to treat your soul?
I feel like... Do I just like... maybe get rid of her? Oh yeah, what is this? An audience with your beaties. I think we'll do this next time, but let me go see if we can find Solomon back in Dargonos. I wanna see if we can actually do this. I don't think I saw the dude he's talking about over there. What's the throne room? Here. I think he's in the throne room. Where did I see him? Somewhere over here, I think. Yeah. It's just him. Rogue Trader, the Master is ready to meet you. Do you wish to commence the audience? Oh, okay. I would prefer to first know exactly what it is that the head of the Adeptus Arbites in the Expanse wants to see me about. Yeah. I do not know the details, but I would assume the procedure is the same as it was in Lady Theodora's time. A personal introduction, a reaffirming of allyship between the dynasty and the Adeptus Arbites, a discussion of the tithe-related affairs. Okay, let's do it now, let's do it now. Yes. I don't think there's gonna be a fight, because we don't have anyone with us. Marshal Gregoras Strax. Two markedly distinct figures approach your throne. Marching in front is a man clad in Adeptus Arbites armor. He carries his helmet in the crook of his arm, but his stern facade serves him as well as any visor could. He bows to you sharply. Marshal Strax of the Adeptus Arbites. A dry shadow follows after the Marshal, an old woman, familiar to you and likely to generations of clerics at the Administratum Palace. The ampleness of her robes gives the illusion that the Master of Seals is hovering rather than walking. Oh, it's the Master of Seals! Prefect Inscribia Vultur. Rogue Trader Marais von Valancius, I, Prefect Inscribia Vultur, greet you on behalf of the Adeptus Administratum. I will now begin the due procedure of official address to the ruler of Dargonos as formalized by amendment. May your name be wreathed in glory for centuries to come. May your fortunes ever proliferate. May the God Emperor bestow upon you a duty worthy of his chosen. Doze off. Your eyes drift sad, you slowly plunge ever deeper into the darkness of sleep, while a voice, growing more and more distant, continues to wish you and your progeny epiphanies and boons of every kind, until an awkward cough jerks you suddenly out of your sweet torpor. The prefect, who appears to have finished speaking some time ago, is looking at you wordlessly, as is the Marshal along with everyone else in the room. Prefect, Master of Seals, is that not too many titles for one official? Inscribia, who would give their child a name like that? For 34 generations, my family has served in the Adeptus Administratum. I was given a name befitting one who comes from a long line of scribes. Prefect, Master of Seals, is that not too many titles for one official? It is proportionate to my duties, your lordship. While I am involved with the Administratum's archiving cogitators, I proudly bear the title of Master of Seals. In all other circumstances, I am a mere prefect. This distinction allows me to organize my work in due fashion. And as you surely understand, clarity and order are critical components of the sacred acts of maintaining and managing records. I do not recall seeing you at court. What is the purpose of your visit? The Adeptus Arbites delegation has arrived to greet Lady Theodora's successor and to see to the extension of our decades-long arrangement. If I may continue for you, as per the decree of Theodora von Valancius, the representatives of the Adeptus Administratum and the Adeptus Arbites are sanctioned to use the Palace of Justice, oversee tithe collection in the Protectorate, and review any and all cases of tithe avoidance, tithe exceedance, or other irregularities. These rights have been formalized in numerous pacts and statutes under the main decree. Considering your new position, you may have yet to acquaint yourself with all these documents. Jesus man, there is so much text! You are the successor to Lady Theodora, whose alliance with our two sacred organizations forever glorified her as a rogue trader closely tied to the executors of Holy Terra's will. And we, as representatives of the Adeptus Administratum and the Adeptus Arbites, must verify that you are able to maintain this alliance that has brought such repute to your dynasty. That is why we have arrived in person, as the present circumstances have provided us with a chance to see if your intentions concord with those of the late von Valancius. And what circumstances are those? Our work has been disrupted by unforeseen setbacks regarding communication and transportation. As our requisitioned assets were not adequately prepared, we have lost some of our personnel and resources as a result. The arbitrators are too short-handed to perform all the duties expected of them. Since they first arrived in the Expanse, their numbers, limited from the outset, have only continued to dwindle. After analyzing the situation, we have decided to notify you of a tithe violation committed by one of the wards in the region. This regrettable lapse must be rectified as quickly as possible. Are you implying that I have an obligation to help you? Not at all. You are the Emperor's anointed, and you act solely of your own volition. Your predecessor, Lady Theodora, may the light of the throne illuminate her path in death, always sought to address the needs of both the Adeptus Administratum and the Adeptus Arbites, because she realized how blessed and important our work is for the good of the Imperium, to say nothing of the fact that she honored the laws of her own dynasty. And which world was it that had the misfortune of drawing your attention? Thasira, a feudal world far from the main routes that was bereft of the Imperium's light, then rediscovered less than 2 centuries ago. It supplies agricultural resources and manpower. If one of my governors has missed a tithe payment, I will simply have them hanged and the debt collected. I mean, I guess they wanna go further than this, right? I hope I can expect a proper reward for my assistance. Nah. Yeah, let's go with the first one. This is not a von Valancius world. The system is located just outside the border of your protectorate. The Imperium is built upon strict and unfailing abidance by the Lex Imperialis, and the planet's tithe, even one that is relatively small, must be provided in full. Yeah, sure, I will carry forth the responsibilities taken on by Lady Theodora. An arbitrator will be assigned to you for increased security, Proctor Anthar, front and center. The Marshal's voice thunders over the arbitrator ranks, and Solomon Anthar marches over to your throne, his cyber mastiff at his heel. I have enough fighters already, why would I want an administratum spy? Nah. Thank you for your support. I will go to Thasira as soon as I can. The Emperor protects. And once again, no specifics given, of course, and my reports, nobody ever stops to think. She quickly catches herself and offers you a bow, as is annoyed. Okay, well, I mean, I'm guessing we have to play with Solomon when we go there, but he's pretty garbage. I feel like his specific Overseer build is really bad. Like, it focuses very heavily on shotgun and stuff, being close to the Mastiff, and I don't think that's good for us. I don't think like that's good damage or anything. At least not in comparison to what we can put out, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be playing him, but when we have to actually get him in the party, I'm gonna drop Pascal, because he's like total garbage. He doesn't offer anything except for lower Xenos and some tech use, which is pretty much irrelevant because we have Idira. So he's mostly here for low Xenos and joint analysis, right? So yeah, let's take a break here, guys. When we come back, I think we're gonna do the ceremony here to become a Rogue Trader officially. And after that, I'm not sure. I guess Act 3 begins. And we can do this. This is for Nomos. And I guess we'll also start having higher levels of projects in the colonies. So that's gonna be exciting.